Welcome back to another episode of HRC Head On Fitness. Today I have with me my ladies for my age for action class. A little low impact workout today. Going to work on some shoulder mobility and some functional strength. We'll go ahead and start off today. Make sure that you have a chair, a sturdy chair that's flat with a flat back. Prefer not to do this in a couch or any kind of reclining. Make sure you have some weights today, or you can use some canned goods or some water bottles. Anything that pertains to kind of that. If you want to do the motions today without the weights, if you're first time doing it, I recommend doing the motions that we do today without the weights. We'll go ahead and start by getting our posture backs off the chair as tall as we can be. We're just going to march in place with those legs, and we're going to involve our arms. Throughout today, we're just going to remind you to always keep that good posture and keep the core engaged, our shoulders back, and as tall as we can be. All right, we'll go ahead and put those feet to the side, good shoulder position, good posture, and we're going to take the chin down and stretch into that neck. We'll go ahead and bring that head back towards middle and go towards the other side. Again, we're just trying to relax here, stretch into the neck, breathe in through the nose, and out through our mouth. Facing back forwards, we're going to take the arm across the body, other arm's going to come underneath and kind of deepen that stretch. If you want to open and close the hand at the side, you can do that. Kind of get some blood flow to the fingertips. We'll go ahead and switch arms. Again, come across the body. If you want to deepen that stretch, you can kind of pull onto the arm, and if you want to open and close the hand, you can do that as well. Next we're going to do is go ahead and bring that arm up and overhead and reach back behind. If you want to deepen the stretch here, you can grab that elbow and try to pull that arm back. Again, always work into that posture. Breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. We'll go ahead and switch arms. The other arm will come back behind. If you want to deepen that stretch, place the hand on the elbow. We don't want to put any pressure into the neck at all, just looking forward, stretching into what we call the back of our arm. Good. We'll go ahead and put those arms down to the side. We'll go ahead and lean back into that chair. We're going to take those arms up and out to the side and stretch. Lean back and open up into that stomach and shoulders. Again, focus in on that breathing. Go ahead and come in forwards. We're going to reach down towards the floor. If you can touch that floor, we're going to try to walk those hands out and stretch into that lower back. We don't want to slouch the upper back. We're going to work into that posture and again, reach down as far as you can. Keeping both hips in contact with the chair because we don't want to roll out. Coming back up nice and slow, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and we're going to roll our shoulders backwards. And then we're going to roll them forwards. Good. Let's go ahead and turn sideways in our chair. We're going to take one leg back behind, and we're going to get those hips through, be as tall as we can be, stretch into the top of that leg. We're going to go ahead and bring those hands out front. We're also going to bring them then up and overhead. We're going to rotate back forwards, taking our arm back behind. Hand out front, arm back behind. We're going to go ahead and take that front arm down towards the thigh. Back arm will come up into the air. Make sure that palm is staying facing towards the TV screen. If you want to deepen your stretch, you can even reach down towards the floor. Sometimes that may throw you off balance or make you uncomfortable. You can always stay up on the thigh. You can even reach in front of the leg to stretch a little deeper. Again, coming back up towards the RT. We're going to go ahead and switch directions. Same thing on the other side. So again, we're going to take that leg back behind. We're going to get those hips through. Again, be as tall as we can be. We're going to take those arms out front. And again, up and overhead. We're going to open up towards RT again. As straight as we can get those arms. Coming down with that front arm towards the thigh, back arm again up into the air. If you'd like to reach down towards the floor to deepen your stretch, you can. But again, you don't have to. You can always stay up onto the thigh. And we'll go ahead and come back up towards RT. We're going to rotate back forwards. We're going to extend one leg out front. We're going to put that heel on the floor, toe pointed upwards, good posture. We're going to reach down with both hands towards the ankles or toes. Here we don't want to slouch, reaching down. Coming back upright, we're going to go ahead and switch legs. You can get those hips through, be as tall as you can be, reach down with not one but both hands. Again, focusing on your breathing and stretch into the back of that leg. Coming back upright. Again, scoot back into that chair if you need to. We're just going to take the arm across the body, and we're going to look over the shoulder. Stretch into that torso, into the lower back. Switching directions, we're going to come back forwards and again go to the other side. Again, just focus on that breathing, stretch into the body. Good, facing back forwards, we're going to take that ankle over the knee. If you have difficulties getting that ankle up towards the knee, you can even just take it across the leg there. And we're going to try to bring that knee towards the chest. Switching legs, we'll go ahead and place that leg onto the floor. Again, ankle over the knee, or if you just want to drape it across the body, you can do that. Again, foot comes back down towards the floor. Again, working through that posture, good steady position. We're just going to take those hands out front. We're going to wiggle into those hands. We're also going to wiggle into our toes. Keep those hands up. We're going to spread into those fingers, also spreading into our toes. We'll go ahead and take those one leg out front, extend. We're just going to rotate that toe around and around, kind of rotating into our ankle. And switch in directions. Good. Lift that knee up and extend out front. Again, rotate that foot around. Switch in directions. Again, to remind you again to be upright in that chair, backs off the chair, engage into that core. We're going to take those arms out to the front. We're going to take a huge breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just kind of opening up into the shoulders, taking that breath in, arching into the upper back, loosen up into the spine, into the shoulders. Squeeze the hands at the back, exhale, open up those fingers out front. We'll go ahead and go one more time. Reaching out front. Good, backs off the chair, good posture as always. We're going to alternate arms, just reaching up overhead, trying to take those shoulders towards the ears. We don't want to do half extensions, we really want to focus on reaching straight up. Alternating arms, always engage into our core. We're going to go ahead and place those hands on the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades back behind, and we're just going to start off with a small torso rotation. Rotating around. Each time, if you want to progress into a wider circle, you can. Remind you too to keep both hips in contact with the chair. Each time you circle around, we'll go back upright, and we'll go ahead and switch directions. Again, start off in that smaller circle. You can decide what width of a circle you want to make. This exercise may make you dizzy, so if that's okay, just stay in a seated position. Again, we're circling all the way back upright. We're going to have those good shoulder positions. Take that elbow into the side. We're just going to take the hands from one side back to middle to the other. What we're doing here is keeping those palms facing upwards, keeping the elbows tucked in, bringing the arms across the body and kind of stretching, or what we call actively stretching, into our shoulders. Again, bring those arms back to middle. We'll take both hands out to the side, and this time we're actually squeezing the hands. Bringing that chest out front. Hands come back. Squeeze. Arms again will extend to the side. We're going to alternate, bringing that hand out front and up towards the sky and back down. So the thumb's going to be pointed up and then back behind you. We say hands pointed in towards our midline of our body, or what we call our neutral grip, just like a handshake or a hammer. Reaching up overhead. And again, we're trying to really extend those arms up and out. overhead. Working on mobility here. Warming up our shoulders. One last time, we'll take that arm out. Up and back down to the side. We're going to engage into that core. We're going to take that belly button in and up. Take those shoulders back. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. All the while holding that midsection. Focusing on your breathing. Out through your mouth. As always, backs off the chair. Good posture. Remember this tightness in your core. We're going to go into some strength exercises later today. And this is the tightness your core wants to make when we're lifting those weights. One more breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Keep that core engaged. We're just going to pulse one leg up and down. If you want to grab onto the chair for added stability, you can do that. Otherwise, you can place your hands in the lap or just to the side. We'll go ahead and switch legs. Lift that leg up. Good. We'll go ahead and tuck those feet in. We're going to lean forwards, stand up and get those hips through. We're going to go to the back of our chair. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to step back with that leg, put the heel onto the floor, get the hips through and stretch back into that heel. So your chair's there if you're out of balance. I'm turning a sideways direction to give you another look at what the ladies behind me are doing. We're going to step through and we're going to switch legs. Again, push that heel down. Use your chair for your balance. Get your hips through, be as tall as you can be. Again, working to those shoulders as well. Driving that back heel down. We're going to step through. This time we're going to step back with that same leg the first time. We're going to put the heel onto the floor. We're actually this time going to put most of our weight into our front foot, which is bent. Our back leg is going to be straight. And we're going to dip that knee down just slightly. It stretches deeper into the lower part behind our ankle. Stepping through. We're going to switch legs again. Put that heel back. Back leg is straight. Front leg is bent. Again, dip that back knee down just slightly. Again, we're going to put our weight into our hips and into our foot, not into our knee back there. Stepping through, we'll stay at the back of the chair. This time we're going to alternate legs. We're going to step back behind, keep the heel off the floor this time, alternating legs. Good. Let's go ahead and step back with our right leg, get those hips through, bringing the right arm out to the side, and we're coming across the body. Again, stepping through, stepping back. The leg that stepped back will be the arm that comes out. Again, come across the body. Stepping back, get the hips through. Your back leg is straight again, your front leg is bent, and your heel, back heel is off the floor. Each time you come across, you should be kind of stretching into that hip. So we'll step back, out to the side, across the body. Again, hips through. We'll go ahead one more time each side. Stepping back, hips are through. Good. Still stay standing at the back of the chair. I'm going to switch chair to give you a better angle. What we're going to do is going to take our foot back behind, and we're going to use our outside foot. That's the one farthest from the chair. We're going to drag that toe and kind of stretch into what we call the top of our foot. Again, same posture, same balancing act here. Extend that leg out front. We're going to kind of put that heel on the ground, and we're going to lift it off the floor. And we're trying to hold that. If you lose your balance, you just put your foot back onto the floor, and on the inside, you have your chair. Go ahead and switch legs. I'm going to stay standing here, but what you're going to want to do is switch sides of your chair or switch directions. But again, we're going to work into our outside foot back behind, drag that toe and stretch into the top of the foot. So in this case, my chair would be on this side. Okay. And again, we're going to extend that leg out front, heel on the floor, extend out, and work into that balance. Good. Foot comes down to the floor, still at the back of our chairs. We're going to take those heels off the floor and we're going to raise up a little higher. Everyone wants to be a little taller in life, right? So get those heels off the floor, get the hips through, be as tall as you can be. Good. Again, stay at the back of the chair. I'm going to go ahead and come to my sideways chairs here. We're going to step back with that leg again. We're going to get those hips through, be as tall as you can be. We're going to hinge at the hips, place one hand at the back of the chair. And we're just going to take the hand out to the side and going to come across the body and again out to the side. We're going to open up into that chest, come through, bending our front leg, unlocking our back leg, coming across. Let's go ahead and switch arms. And again, we'll switch legs. So again, come across the body, bring it all the way up. Rotating into our torso, stretching into our shoulder, working into our back muscles, hinging our hips, working into our balance. Okay, we'll go ahead and come back to the front of our chair, back towards our seated position. We'll go ahead and extend one arm out front. We're going to rotate that arm in a circle. And we're going to go ahead and switch directions. And we'll go ahead and drop that arm, bring the other arm out front. Again, work to that posture, circle that arm around, and switch directions. Good. Bring those arms both out front. This time we're going to take them out towards our T. We're going to circle our arms forwards. And we'll circle it backwards. Again, we're going to hold it nice and tight in the core, belly button in and up, relax the shoulders, into the nose, out through the mouth. One more breath into the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to bring those hands out front. We're going to bring them out to the side, squeeze, back out front, and back out to the side. Each time I bring those hands out front, we open them. Squeeze the fist at the side. This time we're going to keep those hands at the back. Squeeze, we're going to reach up overhead and pull back down. Again, spread those fingers up top, pull them back down. We're going to go ahead and come to those weight implements. So whatever weight implement you have at home, be it a water bottle, a can of good food, weights, or if it's your first time, do the motions without the weights. Okay, going to have those weights about chest level, engage into those back muscles in good posture. We're just going to start off by bringing the elbows out to the side. It's our basic lateral raise with minimal weight. If you want to progress from there, you can bring the weight down more towards the midsection and come out with those weights. We have here a bent arm lateral raise. We'll go ahead and bring those arms out to the side and extend. We call it a dead hang. We're just going to hold those hands, squeeze into the weights, and we're going to shrug the shoulders up. All the while, keep those back muscles engaged. Chest is out front. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and alternate arms. So keep those arms in the hang. We're going to curl up towards the shoulder, coming back down towards the side. We're going to alternate arms, going from one arm to the other. Again, here's where I'm going to cue you again to control your core muscles, tuck your belly button in and up. Again, breathing through that nose. Exhale, out the mouth. We'll go ahead and go one more time with each arm, curling up towards the shoulders, coming down towards the side. We're going to go ahead and set one weight to the floor. Or if you want to put the weight underneath your chair, you can do that too. We're going to grab that weight by the ends. We're going to have the weight at chest level. Again, contract those core muscles put the shoulders back behind you, extend the weight out front, and back towards the body. Good. Extend and bring back under control. Engage into that core. The goal is to get the hands all the way out, but if your hands tend to drop, just keep it closer towards the body. One more time, extend. Come back towards the chest. We're going to go ahead and grab that weight. We're going to curl it up towards the shoulder, and we're going to have that elbow out front and the hand about 90 degrees. I'm going to rotate in my chair so you can see that a little bit better. We're going to bending here, engage into that core, working into our shoulder, so you even feel it back behind. Good. Come back down towards our shoulder, and we'll go ahead and switch hands. So get those hips through, be as tall as we can be. Arm is about 90 degrees. Holding that weight, engage into that core. Again, relax, but keep the shoulder back behind. Good. Weight comes down toward the shoulder. Again, we're going to maintain a grip of this weight. A lot of times I say keep it towards the hip. We're going to go ahead and stand up, go to the back of our chair. Again, I'm going to come to my sideways chair here. We're going to go back into that back step again, putting that heel onto the floor, get the hips through. Again, we're going to hinge at that hip. We're going to have that weight in the hang. We're going to come right up towards the armpit, straight up and straight down. We don't want to over pull because then we put a lot of tension into our shoulder. So we're just going to come straight up to that armpit, straight down. Let's go ahead and switch arms, okay? So again, stepping back behind, we're going straight up, straight down. Maintain that strong grip in our hand, work into our back or upper back. Engage into that core. Again, maintain a grip of that weight. We'll come back towards the front of our chair, sit back down. Again, have that weight towards the hip. Put the weight back onto the floor. And hands at the side, good shoulder position. We're going to take both of those hands out front. Extend those hands, be flexed into our wrists and fingers. We're as straight as a board. We don't want to flutter those wrists at the front. Switch directions. Again, engage into that core. The arm circles may want to make your upper body move. Again, back down to the side, back out front. This time we're coming out towards what we call our T. Circling forwards. Switch in directions. Again, arms down to the side. Again, engage into that core, belly button in and up. And through our nose and out through our mouth. Backs off the chair. Again, as tall as we can be in that seat. One more time in through our nose. And exhale out our mouth. Okay, we're going to bring those hands out front again. We're going to squeeze out to the side. This time we're going to combine both these exercises. We're going to keep the hands at the back. We're going to reach up overhead. We're going to pull down. We're going to come out front again. Squeeze at the back. Each time we bring those hands down towards our side, we squeeze. Hands out front, open up. Squeeze back behind, hands up overhead. One more time, out front, up overhead. Good. Coming back towards those weights. Again, we're grabbing both of those weights. We're going to have the weights out front again, working through that posture and core. Bring those elbows out to the side. Again, if you want to progress from here, bring those weights down. More into those bent arm lateral raises. These are a little bit more challenging. These motions can be done without the weights. Just a reminder if this tends to hurt your shoulder. Again, extend those weights to the side. Good shoulder position, good posture. Engage into the core. We're shrugging those shoulders up. Squeezing into the neck. Keeping our arms in that straight hang. Good. This time we're going to maintain what we call neutral grip or hammer grip. We're going to curl up towards the shoulder, back down to the side. Again, take that breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Each time we bring that weight up towards our shoulder, we want to make sure we keep our back engaged. Alternating arms, controlled motion down to the side. We're going to go ahead one more time with each hand here. We're going to go ahead and bring both weights out front, and we're going to hold, take those elbows back, holding those weights in our neutral grip. We'll go ahead and rotate those palms upwards. And again, we'll rotate back towards that hammer and down to the side. Again, we're setting one weight to our floor. We're grabbing that weight end over end. We're going to extend the weight out and back towards the body. Each time we press out, we'll take a breath in, and as we exhale, we come back towards the body. Couple more times, extend those arms out, back towards the chest. Again, we're going to go to that single arm again. Weight comes out to the front, arms 90 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and rotate in my chair again to show you. Again, good posture, arm is bent. We're just in that hold, engage into that core. Again, bring that weight down towards the shoulder. We'll go ahead and Switch arms. Again, down front, engage into that core. Holding, just feel that work into your back, into your shoulder. Again, come back towards that shoulder. Again, we're going to take that weight more towards the hip level. We're going to go ahead and tuck those feet in. We call hinge the hips, lean forwards, and stand up into the chair. We're going to go to the back of our chair. I'm going to grab that chair for our balance. We're going to step back with one foot. We're going to lean forwards, putting our weight into our front leg and hand. And again, we're rowing straight up, straight down. We want a good strong pull. And then we're going to slowly extend that arm back down to full extension. We don't want to rotate our hips at all. We want to keep those hips in the same position, just working into our back muscles. Again, we'll go one more time. Go ahead and switch hands. Stay at the back of the chair. We're going to go a step back, rowing straight up, straight down. Again, our upper back should be straight. Our chest should be out front. Weight should be into that hand, into our front foot. Your back leg is just working more or less as a balance. Good strong pull. One more time. I'll go ahead and row. Bring that hand back down towards the side. Again, more towards the hip level to better control that weight. Again, back towards our chair. Sitting back down into our chair. We're going to set that weight to the floor. Again, we're going to extend those arms out front. Working into those arm circles. Again, don't flimps into the wrist. Nice and straight arms all the way out to our fingertips. Switch directions. Engage into that core. Don't let the upper body move around. Arms down towards our side, again, back out front. Out to the side, and we're going to rotate those arms forwards. Switch in directions. And arms are coming back down towards the side. We're going to hold them nice and tight. Belly button in and up. Relax into the shoulders, but keep them back in through our nose. Out through our mouth. Working into that posture. Again, focusing into our breathing, engaging into our core, and being as upright or as tall as we can be in our chair. Breathe in through that nose one last time. Out through our mouth. Good, bringing those hands out to the side. We're coming out front. We're squeezing back behind. Again, we're going to keep those hands back. Slide them up overhead, pulling down out front, to the side, overhead, back to our side. Each time we bring those arms back towards that starting position at the side, we're squeezing into those hands and engaging into our back muscles. We'll go again one more time out front. Squeeze up overhead and squeeze. Again, last time here with our weights. Grabbing weights with each hand. Again, we're going to have those weights at chest level. We're going to bring the elbows out to the side. If you want to progress from there, again, we can bring the weights down and bring those elbows up with the weights. Again, take that breath in, out through the mouth, control the weights as they come back down. We'll go again one more time here. Weights extended to the side, good shoulder position, backs off the chair, engage into those core muscles, weights are in the hang. We're going to shrug the shoulders up and down. Good. This time we're going to have both weights come up to our shoulder. So we're going to use that neutral grip, curl up towards our shoulder, back down towards the side. And coming back upright. Good. Up towards our shoulder. This time we're going to have one arm come about halfway. We're going to hold there, and we're going to curl with the other. Coming down nice and slow. We'll go one more repetition here. Up towards the shoulder, back down to the side. We'll go ahead and switch arms. Other arm comes out towards that hold. Curling up toward the shoulder. Taking that breath in. Exhaling. Arms down to the side. Again, set those weights. One weight to the floor. We're going to grab that weight end over end. Have it at chest level. Squeeze the shoulder blades back behind. We're going to extend the weight out front. Take that breath in. Exhale. Bring the weight towards the chest. One more time, extend those hands out front. Exhale. Good. Grabbing that weight, we're going to have it at the shoulder level, bringing out fronts at 90 degrees. Again, I'll turn sideways in my chair. Again, you're holding there. 90 degrees with that arm, holding and working into the shoulder. Also feel that engage into your back muscles. Towards the shoulder, again, we're going to switch arms. Bring the weight out front. Engage into that core. Relax the other shoulder, but keep it back. Again, holding that 90-degree bend. Good. Weight comes back down towards our hip level. Again, we're going to stand up with that weight, tuck the feet in. We're going to lean forwards, get those hips through, go into our back of our chair. Again, we're going to have the hand on the chair. Back leg will be straight, front leg will be bent. Again, extend and row straight up, straight down. We don't want to over row, remember. We don't want to put any of that tension into that front shoulder. We're just rowing, engage into that back muscles. And we're kind of fighting gravity here, so that's why we have to bend over. Again, we're not rotating the hips at all. Straight up, straight down. One more repetition on this side. We'll go ahead and switch hands, still staying at the back of your chair. Again, stepping back behind, working through that posture, straight up, straight down. Good, strong pull. Nice and slow as you extend back down towards your hang. And again, we're not letting the shoulder drip. Good position. We'll go ahead and go one more repetition on this side. Again, coming back towards the front of our chair. Sitting back down. Set that weight to the side. Again, as tall as we can be in that chair, good posture, back off the chair. Again, engaging that core. Belly button in and up. Hand through the nose. And out through our mouth. A couple more breaths here. In and out. Last time here, exhaling out our mouth. We're going to go ahead and take one arm back behind. We're going to take that elbow back as far as you can take it. And we're going to take the chin down towards the opposite side. Stretching into that upper chest area and into our neck again. Go ahead and face back forwards. We'll go ahead and take that arm back behind. Open up into that chest. Again, chin down towards the opposite side. Working into our breathing, in through our nose and out through our mouth. Stretching. Let's go ahead and face back forwards. We're going to go ahead and take that arm back out front about 90 degrees. The other arm comes up and underneath. And the goal is to get that hand wrapped around towards the other side. Stretching into the back of our shoulders here. We'll go ahead and switch arms again. Up and underneath. Again, arm down to the side. We're going to open up into that chest and stomach. Hands come up overhead and out to the side. Let those arms fall and stretch. Work again into the stomach. Arch into your lower back. Stretch into the shoulders. Bring those arms back front. We'll go ahead and sit back up in that chair. We're going to reach down, keeping the good shoulder position, reach down towards the floor. If you can reach down, try to reach a little farther. And if you can reach the floor, try to walk those hands out front. But again, we don't want to slouch into our upper back. We also be wary that we don't fall out of our chair. So again, whatever you're comfortable with, your level is up to you. Coming back upright, we'll take that deep breath in. Roll those shoulders backwards. One more time. We're going to turn sideways in that chair again. We're going to take that hip back behind and drive the leg back. Be as tall as you can be in that chair. We're going to take the inside arm on the back of the chair. Outside arm will come up and overhead. Arm comes back down to the side, switch in directions. Again, take that leg back, get the hips through, be as tall as you can be in your chair. Inside arm will come on the back of the chair. Outside arm again will come up and overhead. Make sure that hand is in line with your spine and not out front. You shouldn't see your fingers. Focus in on that, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Arm comes down to the side, facing back forwards. Again, extend that leg out front, heel on the floor, toes pointed upwards, leg is straight. Don't slouch the upper back, reach down with both hands. Again, your level of how far you want to reach down is up to you. What works best for you, but the goal here is to stretch back behind the leg. Coming back upright, we'll go ahead and switch legs. Again, make sure that leg is straight, toes pointed upwards, hinging the hips and leaning forwards. Again, we don't slouch, we do reach with both hands. Again, coming back upright, scoot back into that chair if you need to. We're going to take that leg across the body. Again, the goal is to put the ankle onto the knee, but if you can't, you can just keep the leg straight. And again, bring that knee towards our chest. Focusing on our breathing, exhaling out the mouth. We're going to go ahead and leave that ankle on the knee. We're going to leg drip to the side. If you want to put some pressure on that knee, you can. Otherwise, you just kind of put the leg out to the side. Again, work into that posture as always. Backs off the chair. Stretching into that leg and hip. We're going to switch. Again, take that ankle across the knee. Again, if you need to extend that leg out, if you can't get your ankle over to your knee, that's fine. Knee towards the chest, pull, and then again, we'll let that knee drip to the side. If you want to put some pressure into that knee, you can. I'm not saying press into it, but just lay your hand on top and stretch. Good. Foot comes back to the floor. And that'll conclude our workout today. Again, this was my H for Action class. If you want to learn more about our group fitness schedules, you can contact us at 785-623-2658 or look up on our webpage at hayesrec.org.